Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
We are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Jamie Lee Collins, 25149.
Good.
Counsel, go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Shemke, on behalf of my client, it's time to accept the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, thank you. And Jamie, your name for the record, please.
Jamie Collins.
All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Wait formal reading. My client stands muted.
Or wait the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment, and then we'll schedule this matter for a pre-trial. February 15th? Yes. What time? 10. Okay. At 10 a.m. February 13th at 10 a.m. And counsel as to bond.
Your Honor, my client's 37 years old. I understand that the location where the incident allegedly took place, she resides there, but having a dialogue with her, she gave me the indication that she could reside with her sister in Lincoln Park. She is gainfully employed. She works at Michael Bay Chevrolet. She does administrative work. She's an active mother to her 3 children, aged 16, 12, and 10. I think she has a very limited criminal history based on the nature of the charge, as well as her lack of criminal history. I would respectfully request consideration for a personal bond. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Collins,
Yes.
if you were to test today, what is in your system?
What did she say?
If you were to test today, what would be in your system, drugs, alcohol?
Just weed and alcohol?
Okay, do you have a valid prescription for either one?
No.
All right, and are you currently on probation or parole anywhere, ma'am?
No.
Are you currently out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No.
And who is Adam Hawley to you?
Boyfriend?
And Detective, would you like to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. The only thing we would ask is just no contact with the victim unless it's, regarding the children, if they can set up, the third-party texting app or have some other way to arrange childcare. But other than that, we have no objection to anything else.
Ma'am, do you and Mr. Hawley have children together?
No.
You do not?
No.
Okay, well, we don't have to worry about a separate app then. And where is it that you would be residing, ma'am?
In Lincoln Park?
All right, the court, given the nature of the charges, the allegations that are put forth, the court's going to order the following. The court's going to order a $3,500 10% bond with the following bond conditions. You're not to have any contact with Mr. Hawley. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. You're not to return to the home. You're not to return to the apartments at all, but specifically that apartment. However, you may go there one time to obtain personal belongings so long as you're accompanied by a police officer. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. You're not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons. Do you have any of those?
No.
Joni, handguns?
No.
All right. Firearms?
No.
And the court's going to order a GPS tethered through the Wayne County Jail, no house arrest. Any questions regarding those terms?
No.
Your Honor, may I?
Yes,
You said 3,500, 10% bond, just so I was clear.
yes.
Yeah, I received a flyer regarding my client's financials, and she indicated that she believes that she could make a $200 bond. I asked consideration for 2,000, 10%. I believe that that's the limit of her financials right now.
Ma'am, you don't have anybody that you can contact to get the balance of the $350?
I could try.
Okay, so let's see how her efforts, what her efforts, obtain, and then we'll see if we have to revisit it, council.
Understood.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we are on the record of the state of Michigan versus Benjamin Dawson, 25147. And detective, if you could please unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Detective Devin Geiger, Wyandotte Police Department.
All right, thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this bear to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You may proceed on the warrant.
On February 1st, 2025, approximately 2:44 in the morning, Wyandotte Officer Kyle Cox was patrolling westbound Eureka Road and 7th Street when he observed a black Ford Edge swerve to the left of its lane and strike the cement median of the roadway. This caused the front driver's side tire to go flat. Officer Cox paced the vehicle for several blocks, which indicated the vehicle was traveling at approximately 50 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. Officer Cox initiated a traffic stop, and the vehicle continued to slow roll, indicative of impaired driving. And it continued on until Eureka Road and 23rd Street, where it stopped. Officer Cox made contact with the driver of the vehicle, who was identified as Benjamin Dawson. Cox detected the strong odor of intoxicants emanating from Mr. Dawson as he spoke. Dawson had heavily slurred speech and glossy, bloodshot eyes. Dawson admitted to consuming a little bit of alcohol. Dawson was asked to step out of the vehicle. Mr. Dawson consented to a search of his person. It was at that time that Officer Cox located 6 individual Ziploc bags containing a white powdery substance in Dawson's left pocket of his pants. Dawson was placed under arrest at that point. Another Ziploc bag containing white powder was located in Dawson's wallet. The substance was later field tested positive as cocaine. Officer Cox also located currency, a clear-cut straw, and loose white cocaine rocks inside of Dawson's vehicle. A breath test was completed at the Wyandotte Police Department, indicating Dawson had blood alcohol content of 0.18 and a 0.17. Dawson has a prior OWI conviction from January 2020 in this court. That's it, Your Honor. 2018 issue.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony? I'm sorry. Sorry. Never mind. Strike that. The court does find, after examination of the complaining witness, that there's probable cause to believe that a crime was committed and probable cause to believe defendant committed those offenses. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my client's time, consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, and Mr. Dawson, your name for the record, please.
Benjamin Robert Dawson.
Okay, and I heard you try to correct the detective, and it shows here that November of 2019, you had your other intoxicated offense, and that conviction hit on January of 2020, is what that shows. In 2018 is when you pled no contest to the felony assault, intent to violence, or arrested murder. That's the one from 2018. So, counsel, as to the arraignment.
As the arraignment waiting for more reading, my client stands mute.
The court will waive the formal reading. Sir, you do have the following in the court, and you do have the following rights. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. You cannot afford when the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct, sir?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, the last part?
You've had an opportunity to speak with an attorney today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also, sir, have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury, and you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on February 13th at 10 a.m. And counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is gainfully employed. He works at the 3 Nick Tap Room. He's a bouncer, as well as he has some administrative duties there. He lives in Southgate with his friend. He has a 13-year-old child. He's actively involved. Judge indicates he will appear at any and all future court dates. We obviously know that there's going to be drug and alcohol testing. He'll comply with all testing. I'd be respectfully requesting leniency when determining an appropriate bond. Potentially a personal bond, however, if that were not to be considered, I would ask for a 10% and or cash surety provision. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, are you currently on probation or parole anywhere?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
And if you were to test today, what would be detected in your system?
I would think only marijuana.
All right, do you have a valid prescription for marijuana, sir?
No, just weed is legal, so that's that's.
No, sorry, I understand that, and so is alcohol. I'm just wondering
No, ma'am.
if you have a prescription for marijuana, because one of the conditions is there's not going to be any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. So that's why I'm asking that, sir. And are you currently on probation or parole anywhere?
Yeah.
What about your matter from 2018, your felony? It says you were sentenced 2 to 10 years.
I've completed that and it's all done with.
What's, you don't know? How much
It's
time
all
did you
done.
serve?
All and everything is done with, completed.
All right, how much time did you serve?
I did a year and a half because I did probate, I did boot camp. So I was supposed to do 2 to 10, but I got out 6 months early because I did boot camp.
Okay. And you're not out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
Oh, ma'am.
All right, and detective, would you like to address bond?
Just given the circumstances detailed in the complaint, just no alcohol, not to operate a motor vehicle unless authorized to do so. No illegal drugs, and to assure his presence in court, $500 cash.
All right, and sir, do you have a valid license?
Yes,
Okay. Have you ever failed to appear in court before, sir?
I think for traffic tickets, but that's about it. Nothing for criminal.
I'm sorry?
Nothing for criminal.
Have you subsequently taken care of those, sir?
I'm sorry, miss. Sorry, Your Honor, what'd you say?
Have you subsequently taken care of those?
Yes, everything's taken care of. I just have one ticket out of Eastern, and that's it. It's just failure to take a right on a red light. And that's all I have.
All right, so the court's going to order, the court wants to ensure for the safety of the public that you're going to abide by the terms of the court. The court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond. Are you posting that today, sir?
Is that $500 total?
Yes.
Yes, I have it on my debit card.
You are not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed, and you are to participate in random testing. So after you post your bond, sir, you need to report over to probation department. You're not on probation, but they will get you the information regarding your testing, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I am able to pay that with my debit card, right, Your Honor?
That would be a question for the detective.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you. We'll see you back on February 13th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you as well.